Welcome back to episode number 7 of the CrossFit Kaiserslautern FITCAST. How are you, Kristen?
I'm doing well, Max. Thank you.
Good. Today, we're gonna hit another topic that we got a lot of questions about from the community, which is mindset.
Yes.
Big topic we typically work on and try to improve, not necessarily in the forefront of most people when they think about CrossFit, when they think about training, sweating, working out, lying on their backs afterwards. But it is a big part of what we do.
Definitely a huge part.
Let's jump into the first question, which then probably segues into another lot of different aspects of mindset. But it's a good one to start with, which is, how can I improve my mental strength during training?
Cool. So I'm really glad we're talking about mindset. Because like you said, it is a huge part of what we do, not just in CrossFit, but kind of in your whole life, really. Or it should be a big part of what you're doing.
Let's put it this way. It improves your overall health and happiness through life. It's part of the 5 factors we always talk about.
Yes.
Yeah. Sleep, nutrition, training or exercising, mindset, and sleep. Mindset is one of the 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So mental strength, I would first maybe a little definition of mental strength, what you mean by mental strength, because I think it's important. I think the first thing we think about for CrossFit, specifically mental strength, being able to push through a really hard workout that you aren't enjoying or don't like.
Or that is just really, really hard.
Yeah, or it's really difficult, like mentally grueling or long. Being able to push through that. Yes, that is mental strength, as long as it doesn't go into pushing through a workout that hurts you physically, as in you have an injury, not just uncomfortable, your muscles are tired, but you're injuring yourself because you are pushing too hard. That is not mental strength.
Yeah.
That's not being smart.
Yeah.
For your body's sake. So when we say mental toughness or mental strength, especially during training, we mean being able to turn the voice off in your head that says stop or I want to stop, and being able to turn that voice into something that's saying you can keep going, this is how you get better.
Yeah. You don't need to put the barbell down, you don't need to take that extra breather, you don't need to take a sip of water right now.
10-minute chalk your hands break.
Yeah, those type of things.
Yes.
So,
going back to the original question, how to work on mental strength during training. And this is really tough because as a coach, I can't change your mental status. I can bring things to light for you to see and maybe know that you didn't see, and you can work on your mental toughness.
Awareness is the first step.
Yeah, we cannot change that for you. This is something you have to, again, from our last episode, I think last 2 episodes we talked about intent, having intent to change your mental state during a hard workout.
It's like getting a higher back squat.
Yes.
We can't do it for you.
Yes, you have to put the work in.
Yes.
So this is cool because it goes into 2 things, or 2 types of mindsets, a fixed mindset and a growth mindset.
Yeah.
And just to get a little bit of an understanding on the difference between the 2, a fixed mindset would be somebody who, during a tough workout, is thinking in their head, this workout sucks, I don't want to do it, it's too hard. It's not my jam. These aren't my movements. I wasn't built to do these movements. I was made differently.
Yeah.
Okay, and trust me, we've all had these thoughts, by the way. It's not a bad thing. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's a fixed mindset. Thinking you're in your situation and you're stuck there. It is what it is. And it's terrible. Yeah. A growth mindset would say, maybe this workout isn't my favorite these movements I'm not good at yet, but if I do them, I will get better at them. This is how I progress, so I'm going to keep going and keep trying to get better.
Yes. It's funny how much that little word "yet" changes the perspective.
Yes. I can't do a muscle up yet.
Yes.
I can't do a pull up yet.
Yeah.
It changes adding that, like you said, adding that one word.
It's not
state.
fixed.
Yeah.
It's something that you can work on.
If you just before, I mean, we can say this at the end, but I'm going to say it now. There's a really good book about these two mindsets called Mindset.
Yeah. By Carol Dweck.
Carol Dweck, she's a leading psychologist in this field of like behavioral science and psychology and mindsets, and she goes in depth into fixed and growth mindsets, both for athletes, business, parents, personal. Yeah. It goes over every type, so it's not just CrossFit specific, or it's not CrossFit specific at all, but it's not workout specific.
By the way, we as the staff, we have all read it.
Yes, Max got everybody that book for Christmas, so we have been reading it. But yeah, so having a fixed mindset or a growth mindset, and I want to make it clear, we're not saying it's bad. We all have both at some point or another. Yeah. But being aware that we're in a fixed mindset, like saying I was born short. I can't do wall balls because I don't have the ability because I'm short.
BS.
Yeah, that's a fixed mindset.
Yeah.
A growth mindset says I'm short. Maybe the wall balls are going to be a little harder, but if I work harder at them, I'll be better.
And you'll be better at burpees and
whatever it is. Yeah. So during a workout, working on this mental strength, I would say when you notice yourself, like, have intent in your workout, be aware of what you're thinking. Don't just let your mind wander.
Yeah.
Be aware of, are you thinking this workout's terrible, I want to die, I don't want to do this anymore? And if you are, start that self-talk of like, okay, I'm not really dying, that's a little excessive. Maybe it's uncomfortable, but I'm not dying. I can keep going, and this is going to make me better.
Doing this right now is going to make me better, no matter what.
Yeah, and it's hard to switch your mindset, but becoming aware, like you said, awareness is the first step.
Yeah.
And when you feel these thoughts coming into your head, workout or not, like whatever, everyday life,
put the reps in.
Yes, put that "yet" word in there. It changes mentally how you feel.
Yeah.
So just those little steps every day can make a huge difference over time.
And there's this hierarchy. Your thoughts become your words, and your words become your actions. Mm-hmm. So it starts by thinking differently, by making those, like I just said, getting those reps in. By what I meant by it was having that self-talk over and over again. It's not going to come easy. It's not going to come overnight. It's like the 500-pound back squat. Mm-hmm. It's not going to come overnight.
Yes.
But it will over the course of days, weeks, months.
It's sometimes that old saying, fake it till you make it. Mm-hmm. Even if you're not there yet where you want to be, think it and then say it over and over and over again.
Yeah.
I'm going to be better at this. I'm getting better at this. I'm going to do the work. It's all going to make me better. And the more you say that, the more you believe it, the more your thoughts turn to actions or words, and words turn to actions. Yeah. And that's how we progress mental toughness over time.
So just to reiterate, to wrap it, or to sum it up, those two things. Awareness about fixed versus growth mindset can help you with your mental toughness, mental strength during training, and training your mind, training your thoughts.
Yes.
Those two things together are very powerful.
Your mindset can be trained just like your body can be trained.
Yeah.
Just because we're not somewhere we want to be now doesn't mean it's not possible to be there in the future if we put the work in.
Yeah, perfect. I got a good one for you. What about cherry picking in this context?
In this context,
so what is cherry picking?
Cherry picking would be looking at a workout ahead of time and deciding, I'm not going to do that one because of whatever reason. It looks hard, or I don't like those movements, or those are my least favorite movements in CrossFit. And then also picking workouts to do that are like, ooh, I'm really good at that. Like, I'm going to pick that one to do. We don't like cherry pickers. This isn't the whole reason, but it's one of the reasons we don't release workouts more than one day in advance, because we want you to just come and show up and do the workout without having to think about, are you good at it or are you not yet? So cherry picking, this would be a fixed mindset, thinking those aren't my movements, I'm not good at those, so I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
And a growth mindset would approach that and say, those aren't my favorite movements, but I should work on the things that I don't like or I'm not good at yet so that I can be better at them in the future.
Exactly.
Or get to like them better because they're not so bad once I do them more.
It's also a short-term versus long-term approach. Short-term approach definitely is the cherry picking. Mm-hmm. I'm good at this workout. That's what I'm going to hit today. So I'm going to feel good about it today. Long-term approach would be, this does not look like my workout. Yeah. This looks like it's going to suck for me, but I'm going to be better tomorrow because I will be doing it today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Some current situation motivation with mindset in mind.
Yes.
During these hard times.
Yeah, so motivation during a pandemic.
Yeah. Something
really,
we've all have not experienced before, I guess.
Or restrictions. I think a lot of people, and again, this is not good or bad, it happens to everybody. If someone says they've been motivated 100% of the time during this lockdown, they're lying to you. Yeah. Everybody's felt not motivated at some point or another, and this mindset is, or working on our mindset is really where you can turn the table, turn the tide. What's the saying? I don't know the saying. It's fine.
It's a second language for me. Don't ask me.
You can really turn it around.
Yeah.
Your mindset. So you want to practice, like we talked about, that self-talk, that telling yourself, I can. And this isn't an ideal situation for anyone. And we've said it before, like we all wish that we had all the CrossFit equipment to do all the workouts every day, or a gym that's open and available to do what we want to do and see our friends and see our people and do all that. But we will have that again. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. It's not forever. We're going to get back there. And each day that we decide to keep going, to make it easy to do. Like you can take small steps to stay motivated. For example, if you like to work out in the morning, go ahead and put your workout clothes out on your dresser or wherever it's easy for you to see. And the first thing you do when you get up is put your workout clothes on. You're already putting yourself in the mindset of, I'm going to work out. Yeah. You're more likely to work out if you're already dressed and ready for it. Or put your dumbbell right outside of your bed so you basically trip over it when you get out of bed, reminding you, oh yeah, I should work out today. Yeah. So doing little things like this, working on that self-talk and being able to, like, I'm being negative, let me change my wording, let me work on saying I can instead of I can't, or I'm not able to yet, but I'm working on it. Yeah. Those are the things that I think can make a huge difference with your motivation.
I feel like it all boils down to what you can control and what is outside of your control. And you should really only focus on what you can control.
Yes.
Yeah. We can't control a pandemic. We can't control governmental decisions, restrictions, whatever. The plan, the opening plan, opening things back up plan, that's all outside of our control. But what we can do is come up with this, if we're talking our perspective, what we can control is coming up with this new podcast idea, new format to be able to still talk to you guys and have those question Q&A type of setup, have those voices out there for you guys. Instead of putting our heads in the sand and
waiting.
This is bad. We don't want this. We want to be in front of people. We want the gym to be open.
Yeah, we all feel that way.
Yes.
But again, changing our outlook on it and doing things that are in our control that we're capable of. And for everybody, that means like you're in control of getting your workouts in. If you're consistently missing workouts, like every other day you're missing, or you miss a week or 2 weeks or a month, ask yourself why. Yeah. Was it something out of your control? Did the kids get sick? Did the dog have to go to the vet? Did work, make you go somewhere that had zero gym? You were locked in your room for 2 weeks. Like, why did you miss the workouts? If it's something that happened outside of your control, let it go. Yeah. It's not something in your control. If it's something that you can control, like you just sat on the couch and binged Netflix for 3 hours instead of working out, ask yourself why. Yeah. The why question for yourself is very important.
And what you can do to prevent that from happening again.
Yeah. What steps can I take today? Maybe I should hide my TV remote or have my husband or my kids hide the TV remote so I can't watch Netflix today. I'll be forced to work out. Or
being a dad, it's a stupid idea to have your kids hide the remote. But
okay, you know what I mean. Somebody, if you hide it yourself, you know where it is. Lost my train of thought.
Take those steps that have prevented you from not getting the workout in, from not eating healthy today, to prevent it to be happening again tomorrow.
Yeah. So 2 questions. Is it in my control? Is it not in my control? If it is in your control, what can you do to make it different to the outcome you want? Oh. If you're happy missing workouts every other day, then that's fine. But if you're not happy with that, then ask yourself, why is it happening? What can I do to change it in the direction I want to go?
Perfect strategy to wrap it up here, I think. Yeah. Again, it's not going to come overnight. No. It needs repetition. And but those 2 questions every single time you feel like something is going wrong do help to make it better. Yep. And it starts in your head.
It does.
Good. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends and family. This isn't just for gym members. And everyone can listen.
If you have follow-up questions, if you have any other questions, leave them in comments, send us an email. See you next week.
Tschüss.